Number 10. Bakemono Kuro. Koyomi Araragi, a third-year high school student, manages to survive a vampire attack with the help of Mime Oshino, a strange man residing in an abandoned building. Though being saved from vampirism and now a human again, several side effects such as superhuman healing abilities and enhanced vision still remain. Regardless, Araragi tries to live the life of a normal student with the help of his friend and the class president, Tsubasa Hanakawa. When fellow classmate Hitaki Senjogahara falls down the stairs and is caught by Araragi, the boy realizes that the girl is unnaturally weightless. Despite Senjogahara's protests, Araragi insists he help her, deciding to enlist the aid of Oshino, the very man who had once helped him with his own predicament. Through several tales involving demons and gods, Bakemono Kuro follows Araragi as he attempts to help those who suffer from supernatural maladies. Number 9. Vampire Hunter D. 10,000 years in the future, the world has become a very different place. Monsters roam the land freely, and people, although equipped with high-tech weapons and cybernetic horses, live a humble life more suited to centuries past. The story focuses on a small hamlet plagued by monster attacks and living under the shadow of rule by Count Magnus Lee, a powerful vampire lord who has ruled the land for thousands of years. When a young girl is bitten by the Count and chosen as his current plaything, she seeks out the help of a quiet wandering stranger, D. It so happens that D is one of the world's best vampire hunters, and he takes it upon himself to cut through Magnus Lee's many minions and put an end to the Count's rule. Number 8. A Jinn. Mysterious immortal humans known as the Jinn first appeared 17 years ago in Africa. Upon their discovery, they were labeled as a threat to mankind as they might use their powers for evil and were incapable of being destroyed. Since then, whenever a Jinn is found within society, they are to be arrested and taken into custody immediately. Studying hard to become a doctor, Kei Nagai is a high schooler who knows very little about a Jinn, only having seen them appear in the news every now and then. Students are taught that these creatures are not to be considered human, but Kei doesn't pay much attention in class. As a result, his perilously little grasp on the subject proves to be completely irrelevant when he survives an accident that was supposed to claim his life, signaling his rebirth as a Jinn and the start of his days of torment. However, as he finds himself alone on the run from the entire world, Kei soon realizes that more of his species may be a lot closer than he thinks. Number 7. Devilman Crybaby. Devils cannot take form without a living host. However, if the will of an individual is strong enough, they can overcome a demon and make its power their own, becoming a Devilman. Weak and unassuming, Akira Fudao has always had a bleeding heart. So, when his childhood friend Ryu Asuka asks for help in uncovering devils, Akira accepts without hesitation. However, to Akira's surprise, the place they go to is Sabath, an immoral party of debauchery and degeneracy. Amidst bloodshed and death, demons possess the partiers, turning their bodies into grotesque monsters and begin wreaking havoc. In a reckless attempt to save his best friend, Akira unwittingly merges with the devil Amon and becomes a Devilman, gaining the power to defeat the remaining demons. Though it grants him great power, this new partnership awakens an insatiable and primeval part of Akira. Having the body of a devil but the same crybaby heart, Akira works alongside Ryu, destroying those that harm humanity and his loved ones. Number 6. Akutanmono Kuro Usagi. Taito has been really sleepy lately and keeps dreaming of a female vampire who says she has given him her poison. Sometimes he even thinks he hears her voice when he's awake. But after surviving an accident that should have killed him, Taito's world changes drastically and he realizes that his dreams are more real than he thought. Seikoku no Dragonar. Learning to ride and tame dragons comes easily to most students at Ansarvian Dragonar Academy, except for first-year student Ash Blake, who is known by his fellow classmates as the #1 problem child. Poor Ash is the laughingstock at school because, despite his unfashionably large star-shaped brand that marks him as a future Dragon Master, he has nothing to show for it. His dragon has never appeared. Well, until now that is. One fateful day, Ash's dragon awakes in full glory, but appears different than any other dragon seen before, in the form of a beautiful girl. What's worse, Ash soon discovers that this new dragon has attitude to spare, as she promptly informs him that she is the master and he the servant. Ash's problems with dragon riding have only just begun. Number 4. Cory wa Zanbei Desuka. Ayuma Aikawa is a 16-year-old high school student who is tragically murdered while investigating a suspicious house. However, he soon awakens next to a strange armored girl called Euclidwood Hellscythe. She reveals herself to be a necromancer who has revived Ayumu, consequently turning him into a zombie. Now immortal, Ayumu sets out to hunt down his killer. One day while searching in a cemetery, he encounters a boisterous young girl named Haruna, who is fighting a bear with a chainsaw while dressed as a magical girl. After she kills the beast, Haruna attempts to erase Ayumu's memories of her, but instead he absorbs her magic for himself. Stripped of her powers, Haruna now orders Ayumu to take up a role of hunting strange creatures known as Megalo, monsters that roam the human world and terrorize the population. Cory wa Zanbei Desuka follows the daily antics of the human-turned-zombie Ayumu as he begins his new, ludicrous life where the supernatural becomes the norm. Number 3. Kakumakey Valkyrie. In the 71st year of the True Era, humans have successfully expanded into space and have started living in independent galactic colonies. The world itself is split between two major nations, the Atlantic Rim United States, or Eris, and the Darissa Military Pact Federation, or Darissa, superpowers that wage war against each other on Earth and far into outer space. In this war-torn era, a third faction comprised of Japan and islands of the Ocean Republic, or Geor, reside peacefully and prosper economically, maintaining neutrality between themselves and their malignant neighbors. Kakumakey Valkyrie commences in an outer space Geor colony, where 17-year-old Haruto Tokishima's peaceful life is turned upside down as a sudden Darissian fleet breaches the neutral colony. Their objective is to seize the Valkyries, powerful but rumored mechanized weapons hidden deep within Haruto's school, Sakimori Academy. With his friends' lives in peril, Haruto enters the mecha and seals a contract for its power in exchange for his humanity. With the aid of Elf, an enigmatic Darissian agent and gifted strategist, Haruto and the Valkyrie initiate a revolution to liberate the world. Kuro Shitsuji. Young Seal Phantomhive is known as the Queen's Guard Dog, taking care of the many unsettling events that occur in Victorian England for Her Majesty. Aided by Sebastian Michaelis, his loyal butler with seemingly inhuman abilities, Seal uses whatever means necessary to get the job done. But is there more to this black-clad butler than meets the eye? In Seal's past lies a secret tragedy that enveloped him in a perennial darkness. During one of his bleakest moments, he formed a contract with Sebastian, a demon, bargaining his soul in exchange for vengeance upon those who wronged him. Today, not only is Sebastian one hell of a butler, but he is also the perfect servant to carry out his master's orders, all the while anticipating the delicious meal he will eventually make of Seal's soul. As the two work to unravel the mystery behind Seal's chain of misfortunes, a bond forms between them that neither heaven nor hell can tear apart.
This is the future. Human error. Evolution.
Kurozuka. This is an adaptation of Takashi Noguchi's manga, which itself adapts Boku Yamamakura's supernatural romance novel. The original novel is about a 12th century man named Minamoto no Yoshitsune, or Kuro for short. Kuro flees into the mountains after losing his brother Minamoto no Yoritomo, the first shogun to rule all of Japan. History records that he committed suicide, but instead Kuro meets a strange, beautiful woman named Kuromitsu in her mountain hermitage. Eventually, Kuro falls in love with Kuromitsu, but then realizes she conceals a dark secret. He learns that he is unable to die and continues to live for 1,000 years as Japan evolves into a future society.
Alright everyone, that's it for today's video. Did you guys enjoy this list? Or find any anime you're interested in? Let us know your thoughts down in the comments, and please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you're new, remember to turn on notifications for more upcoming top 10 videos.